Okay, well, I'm going to start on time because for those of you who are on time, thank you. It's kind of funny that I do say to everybody, if you're going to be late, let me know. And then I get a text from certain people every single day, I'm going to be late. It's like,
Gave them okay.
What?
They probably
Yeah,
have
well, I
it
mean, what-
scheduled on their phone. You know?
all right, so what I want to talk about
Friday.
today, a couple of things. Just to reiterate our policy on drinking on the job. It's not allowed, obviously. You can't drive a company vehicle under the influence. You can't drive any vehicle under the influence. Even one beer is, during your lunch break is not okay, okay? So, I'm reiterating that for a reason, so somebody's no longer with us because of it, and I'm sure you'll hear the rumors, but it's not acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
Well, look at me.
Never has
I'm
been,
sober.
never will be, we
Well,
just
we
don't
all
do
know.
that.
Yeah, we all know that.
Okay, so follow up with customers. It's still not happening the way that it should happen. And I wanted to kind of let everybody know that some of the issues that it causes. So for an example, if we have something going on with a customer for a warranty that a coil is bad, and this is a real situation that happened. Coil was bad, a warranty issue from Lennox, and we have to replace a coil. Well, we tell the customer, hey, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks, so on and so on. But in the meantime, we're going to come back and we're going to add some refrigerant to your system so that they had two systems. One of them was low on refrigerant, the other one had this issue. Well, we're going to add some refrigerant to your system so at least you have something going on, to keep you cool until that other one comes in, and then we'll fix the other one. Well, so we order the part for the Lennox, but we don't go back and do the refrigeration thing. We don't fill up the refrigeration like we told them. Why? Because someone forgets about it. It's just like, it's not okay. Because then the customer, when I call the customer back to give him an update on the parts, he's like, well, no one's even called me back about the refrigeration thing. Are you guys going to come do that or not? You said you're going to come do it. So it makes us look kind of stupid, like we don't care or it's not really a priority to them or whatever. And, so now we got an upset customer and over something that could have been easily resolved. So going forward, when we commit to a customer to go back and add refrigeration, we need to at least put that on as a warranty call or a follow-up or whatever you want to call it through dispatch. So what you missed, Michael, was about following up with customers because it's not happening. And if you have something that's a warranty issue, but you also promise them to do something else, make that a separate call if you have to go back and do that other thing on whatever day you promised them. Because that's what's happening is the notes are in the system, and then the people are just saying, we need to reschedule waiting on parts, and then we also are going to do this. But they don't know that you told the customer that you're going to do this, meaning adding refrigerant or something to make their system okay for now, the other system, the second system. They don't know that you've promised them that. So as far as they're concerned in dispatch, they're just going to wait for you to tell them something. And if you don't tell them, they don't know. So please make sure when you do your follow-ups, if there's something you need to schedule for adding refrigerant, for an example, for tomorrow or next week, then have that on the schedule. Okay? And then as far as the warranty part, we can keep that in there. We're going to just reschedule that until, let's go a week out, and then I'll follow up and see if the parts are in or whatever the case is. Because that's what's happening is there may be 2 or 3 things you promised the customer, and one of them's supposed to be done right away, the other one's not supposed to be done until 3 or 4 weeks, and then the customer's basically sitting there going, well, no one's called me, and then they're upset. So it's really important that you guys have those follow-ups done that way. So if you have to have 2 calls for a customer because you have 2 different things going on, please do so, okay? That's the biggest thing the most important thing I want to talk about right now is because of that. We are got a pretty good schedule going on today, and Sarah's got a good call. We were just talking about it. Did you want to talk about anything this morning?
Not really, no.
Nothing important?
Just, I'm gonna let you guys know, so the day before, Techie Tuesday, I'm gonna let you know what we're gonna train on so you can decide whether or not you want to attend. Well, I think that would be probably best, instead of just showing up and going, it might be good, it might not be, it might be pertinent, it might not be, yeah.
I do have two guys that have HVAC, a little bit of HVAC experience. One of them's got done with school and has a few months of working with a company kind of as an apprentice. So we have another apprentice to help us through the summer. And then I have another guy. Now this guy's a little bit different. He's been working for a company, but he's been working in the aerospace industry for HVAC. So the units are different. He's never done residential, but he wants to get into residential. He really wants to make this his career. He's actually going to the school up in Orange where it's like a 2.5-year course for the HVAC, and he'll be done next year. He's basically gone like 1.5 years already done.
Nice.
So he's ready to join us as well next week. So we got two guys to help us out for HVAC that we can kind of train the way we want them trained. We're not going to come up with some guys that are just loopy and dancing around and, you know, whatever the case is. So hopefully
I'll reserve my comment.
Yeah.
please do. After the meeting, you can say whatever you want, but let's keep it clean. So, but anyway, we're gonna have to probably work that way with these guys and get them, just have people help us out, and they know enough to be good helpers, and they at least have a little experience being an apprentice, and that'll help us. So, okay.
And that's to that point, I'm really kind of like being a CA right now, which is fine, but, you know, really, I really want to start training people, and to that point, we can't find people who have experience that want to, you know, just come in and work. They're I call them unicorns. They're not too many, and so my strategy's always been that I like to bring in people like Jesse and James, etc., Ryan, and so you train those guys up, and they become technicians. You know, so we've had really good success. Sarah was like this. Sarah just did your drains, right?
Yeah, all I did was drain.
Yeah. So I mean, look at her now. Damn. You know, like what the hell,
I
right?
thought you can only make money off of drains. That
Yeah.
was like my whole theory on things.
Yeah.
It was like drain and drain.
And now you stay away from those drains, don't you?
Now I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
I like to use my brain. I'll make money off my brain more than just labor, you know, because drains are a lot of fucking labor.
Drains will get you
Yeah,
in the door
you're-
though every time.
Yeah.
You're just blowing through the dirt every
But-
day, and
So what I really want to do is I really want to be in the field. So like Jason and I the other day, we were digging a trench. You know, that's a perfect thing I want to be doing. You know, that sounds kind of crazy, but that's how Jason's going to learn. And so I don't have to be in the trench with him anymore. You know, he'll get it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
where I started building
Yeah.
just like the first
Yeah,
4 or
just
5 months.
dig.
Exactly, and it's hard for the technician to slow down because that's costing them money. So it's really good for me to be in the field. So that's why I'm looking for a CA. I think I have one, but I'm not really sure. He's kind of, you know.
He talks a lot, but he's a nice guy, super nice guy.
Super awesome person. He's done 1.5 with another company. I can't say which, but you know, he's got quite a bit of history. But for some reason, he's really hesitant. You know, he's afraid that he might not succeed here for whatever reason. I don't know. You know, for me, sales here is easy. It's all clients. You know, it's like, yeah.
Clients.
He's used to doing it a whole different way. A lot
Yeah,
of
he
internet
was running
leads and-
internet leads, and I'm like, dude.
And he
this is
was
like gravy.
doing okay, so he was doing pretty well.
So running internet leads, and you're doing 1.5. I'm like, damn, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, he'll do better with us. He's just gonna have to get his feet wet and do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to give him a call today, but yeah, he's got a lot of fear about coming over here, but you know, he's definitely a good guy. So once that happens, once we do get that CA in position, then you're gonna see me, you know, like I say, in the trenches, putting in faucets, training how to install garbage disposal, all that, toilets, whatever. I don't care. I mean, but that's what I like doing. I like training people up. And that's why we're really focused in on finding those people who are looking to learn. So if you guys know anybody in that vein, you know, we're definitely willing to train, and we're definitely growth oriented in this company. So we're pretty focused in on that. we should be doing a lot of growth in the next 2 months too, so.
I do have a plumber coming in today to talk to me, which
Okay.
is rare, but I mean, you know,
It happens, you know,
Yeah.
there's some unicorns out there, you know, so.
so we'll see.
Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, with that proper training vein, the biggest one for me on the refrigeration side, proper vacuum and pressure testing.
Yeah,
You don't do that.
yeah.
We have filter dryers, TXVs, compressors, we just start all sorts of problems.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much all I had to.
All right, well, we got a busy day. I'm gonna go over that with you, Sarah. I'm gonna show you the pictures and stuff on the call so you can kind of
Okay.
see what's really going on. It's a really great call. So,
Finding people that work well together too is one
Yes.
thing that I'm like, you know, like some people don't wanna work with others, they're
Yeah.
really weird.
yeah, and I think you guys, the two guys that I'm gonna
They're
bring
really
aboard
hard
for
to
HVAC, you guys will like them. They're, one of them's just got out of, I mean, you like them both. They're really good kids. They remind me kind of like of the Jesse James thing when I first came. They're young, but kind of really wanna work and learn, and I think they're both really good, so.
Yeah, that's one thing it's really, it's something that I look at, and, you know, with this most recent incident, I noticed that none of the techs wanted to work with this guy. It was just like after the first day, they're like, no. You know, and you have to take that into consideration as an owner, because more than, you know, more important than technical ability is really, you have to develop a culture of cohesiveness and team. And if half the team's going, hell no, you know, that's a problem. And it turns out, you know, everybody was right anyway, you know, but, you know, so we definitely have an eye on that as well. We're definitely focused on people who wanna be a part of the team, are gonna throw in, are gonna say, I don't like this call, I want that call, you know, none of that crap is gonna stand here. I don't care how long you've been here, so, anyway.
All right, let's get to work.
Sounds good.